Welcome to Gail's Garden Herbs and More. This is from a series that I am doing on helping the gut, and this is about a castor oil pack. Now, before I show you the rest of the pack, I wanted to start out by showing you a bottle of the castor oil. You can get some regular castor oil, but it's processed. It's not really good for you. It's got other stuff in it, I guess, like hexane and other stuff. Get the organic. If you can't find it in your local store, you can order it offline. I actually got this one from a doctor I was going to several years ago. She had all kinds of stuff. She was a regular doctor who also went into natural health remedies, and she combines both worlds together. And that's where I got this, but you can get it offline. That was several years ago, and I've used very little of this, and I do this quite often. But you want to put about a teaspoon of that in a little bowl. So I've got about a teaspoon. Look at that. It looks like syrup, if you can see that. I don't know. It is, and it's sticky almost like a syrup too. I'm going to show you something at the end of my video that you can do to thin this out and make it not so sticky and it's more absorbable. I've only done it once and it really worked. But the reason I'm going to put it at the end, I'm just going to show you the old-fashioned way first. The reason I'm going to put it at the end because it does take some precaution with it. It can be dangerous. That step that I'm going to show you at the alternative step at the end of the video. But anyway, let's go look at the rest of the pack right now, okay? Okay, here we go. Now, what you're going to need is, you're first of all going to need a baby diaper. No, I don't have any more babies. Haven't had any around for a long time except for grandbabies. But I found this at a secondhand store, and it looked like it had never been used. I still washed it and bleached it and everything first. Once you get your baby diaper, you're not going to use it for anything else. This is to be kept exclusively for your tummy pack. Then you need a little towel. Same thing, you want to keep it. This one you can wash and stuff. You need a heating pad, and you need a piece of plastic, maybe like I'm using a little plastic bag. That's what I had used when I used to use those. I quit using that. I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, now originally what people did was they put the castor oil on the diaper. They would put a little bit each time, put it on their tummy. Then they would lay the plastic bag over it to protect it. I probably lay it out this way. I had another bag I was using, but I got this one out. And then they put the towel over that. And then, because it protects the heating pad from getting all that castor oil stuff, because that stuff doesn't come out too well. Then you put your heating pad on. Now, I put it on high. You can do it lower if that's better. The idea is just to get the heat down, to kind of push the good stuff from the castor oil down into your tissues. So you need to do this probably in the evening before you go to bed, because the whole idea is you want to get those muscles to relax and let go so they're not hurting so bad, and you're also getting some good stuff down in there to start working. You're going to lay there at least 20 minutes with this if you can, and then longer maybe if you can take it a little longer. Sometimes I fall asleep with it and then just take it off later. But it does help so you can go to sleep. I've used it quite often. Okay, now I don't put the stuff on the baby diaper anymore. I put that little bowl that I showed you out there, about a teaspoon of that, I put that directly on my stomach. You want to start on the right side and massage kind of up and around in a big circle around on your tummy clockwise. Now that has to do with how your intestines and everything are set up, and your transverse colon going up and around. You want to kind of massage it all in that direction and get it massaged in the best you can. And then you lay your diaper down, your plastic bag, your towel, and your heating pad. Anymore, I just rub it in, put the baby diaper on, put my plain towel on to protect my heating pad and turn my heating pad on. You might want a washcloth next to you somewhere you can reach and get and wipe your hand off, or you can get up and go wash your hands, but the whole idea is to try to relax. So if you have everything right there, it's much better. That's your tummy pack. Now, I'm going to go back in the other room and I'm going to show you a little tip that will thin that castor oil out, but you're going to have to be really careful with that. So let's go take a look. Okay, now folks, this is turpentine. The kind that you need to get, there's a couple different kinds. You want the pine gum spirits, the 100% pure pine gum spirits turpentine. Mostly today, turpentine is used, painters use it to thin out their paints. We're going to use it to thin out our castor oil, and it makes it a little more absorbable. I've only done this once and it worked great. So, you know, it's up to you. I've done it all the rest of the time. I've done it without this, but it does help. Now there's nothing in the bottle. This is just, I keep it there because I only use it for the turpentine. I don't want to, you know, get that in something else. Because I really, if a child gets a hold of this, people, please be careful. It will kill them if they get injustice, if they get too much. It can kill an adult if you get too much. Years ago, many, many years ago, there people would have some severe health problems. They would take a little bit of turpentine internally, but I don't want to get into that. I'm not suggesting you do that. You have to be very careful with this stuff, and I don't want to get into all that. Just please keep it away from children especially, and you're all adults. I'm hoping you know how to deal with stuff. So this is just a little tip on the side if you want. You don't have to. It's up to you. It does help. This hasn't been thinned out yet, but if I put a few drops of turpentine in it and mix it in, it will. But so much for that. Now, I would ask that you give me a thumbs up. If you enjoy this video. If you haven't subscribed. I want to mention again about my contest coming up as soon as I hit 250. I think I was 211 today. If I can get up there, it's slow as the dickens. Okay, so when I hit 250, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put down in the link below my link to my contest video where I describe what you need to do to be in the contest.